Depends on how bad it is. You see a lot of really bad ones.
Yeah, because what the correction's gonna be is that the bank can't sell it. The city imposes these fines and there's not a buyer willing to take it, the city's gonna take it and doze it, right?
The city won't take it and doze it and leave the dirt that's worth nothing. But, yeah, actually we're working on that ordinance too to make it easier to put them in a dumpster. But to me, I'd rather get it sold. And most of these things, the hard costs on them, you know, maybe up to $2,000 to $2,500 if we've had it for a while. They're not that bad unless they really have to be boarded up a lot. And then the rest of those costs, some of them are getting up to $60,000. We've had them over 100, but we had those cases for 10 years. They're getting up there faster now. But the really expensive ones are the ones we're working with getting rid of.
My question, is there a way online that you can see how many fines are on there, or through your website?
You
or
can
anything like that?
see how many have been done, it just doesn't show the amount.
Oh, okay.
So you can look at our website and see all the actions we've taken by address, but it doesn't put numbers with it.
What is that, code enforcement?
CitySacramento.org, you go to code enforcement, and somewhere in that left-hand side, it'll tell you where, you know, you can look, and you have to look by address. Yes?
Hi, I'm Sheila with First American, so I order these constantly whenever I get escrows open, I see the code enforcement against the property. Once I actually get the demand from the city, can I just provide that to the buyer's agent, and then they can start negotiating and getting the work done, and getting the inspector out there? And
Yes, but they really should contact us and contact our office, because we're a month and a half behind where we're supposed to be, getting there every month. But these things could change every month or sooner if we get a phone call to come because somebody's broken in and they're stealing copper out of it.
so, which is the VB penalties, correct? Are the VB penalties the $5,000 a month?
The penalties, yes, are what we're talking about, but still, especially if you're with the title company, check again at the end, because these things are very dynamic, especially in Oak Park. And a little bit Del Paso Heights, but Oak Park is really
I've
bad.
had lots of issues with code enforcement, to tell you a lot of stuff in the city of
Oh,
Sacramento.
that surprises me.
A lot of issues. I'm just curious though, because a lot of them, after we get the work done, the inspector goes out there and says, yeah, we're gonna release it, and then there's that 30-day lien period. Even after that 30-day lien period, I can't close escrow because obviously that cloud is still on title. I have never heard anybody tell me that that you guys are willing to actually subordinate to a new first loan. So I've had to hold out escrows for an extra 30, 45 days and get extensions on them because I have never, ever heard someone say they'll subordinate to a new first.
That's why they're here.
I'm sorry. They haven't done that. The other thing is on that 30-day hold, depending on the case, if we've had a lot of problems with it, we're going to stick with the 30-day hold. But if you would call and whine to me, I generally, actually, you'd probably deal with Kathy first. It's like her own personal pit bull.
Oh, I like her.
And I think I just did one this week where I told her to cancel the 30 days for you guys, for somebody in your office.
Not in our office, not in the Natomas office. Maybe he was done with.
Well, First American, I don't know, you're all the same. You, sir, then?
So how much is the city actually collecting on these fines and penalties, and have we bridged the budget deficit yet?
No, we haven't. Actually, we have laid people off. That's why we're falling behind. For this program, they gave me 3 bodies to do it, and I've got 7 working now, and we're a month and a half behind on getting to them. The amount of money, I don't know, a few million. They tell us. You know, we build a lot, but what we've collected, I'm not sure, because it's not anywhere near what we build. Hopefully, because this thing is working, we're flipping houses around and getting people in. SHRA also has a program where they guarantee you sort of a $30,000 profit, but you have a, well, I would check with them, but the paperwork is a lot. Sir, and then back.
I was curious, I do work with some of the banks, and Park is always such a challenge. And I know there was a task force to deal with this on the vacant ones and how to handle it.
The foreclosure task force?
I think so. And then, you know, it's a thing of putting a note in the window, which is a great idea, let you guys know where to contact us. It's just that it was such a target, as soon as you put that thing in the window, it's basement broken into, all phone and gone. Did that go somewhere? Or?
That hasn't actually gone anywhere, but if they see that there and somebody's broken into the place, they will call you. And they'll call you when they're posting notices. Every time they're there, they'll call you and let you know what's going on. And if they're going to board it up, they'll give you the opportunity instead of us doing it, putting our 20% admin fee on it. It's pretty handy. I don't think they're really enforcing it. It shouldn't be cost. When we first started, they were putting stupid fees on it for not having a sign in the window, and that's all, which that's stopped. But for us, it's really handy to have. Matter of fact, I was just walking around the neighborhood 2 days ago, and I can spot a vacant building 20,000 feet. But saw a house, door was open, walked up there, looked around, it was clear. There was a sign in the window, so I called them and let them know that they should go lock it back up because they had damaged the front door. I couldn't lock it. So, but we really, really, really would like to see those signs there. But I also understand your point that it's like a big flag saying, there's a vacant house, come and tear what's left of the stuff out of there. And usually in Oak Park, it doesn't take long for there's nothing of value left anyway.
But the foreclosure task force hasn't gone anywhere yet?
The foreclosure task force, how do I say this on camera? I think it was so SHRI could buy a bunch of property cheaper. Anyway, we've been working diligently on the task force, and SHRA has that new program in place to have you guys fix properties up if you want to look at it. They require prevailing wage and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's worth checking into if you're a fixer. Actually, this lady was here, yes.
You know, actually, I'm buying several of those properties in Oak Park, and I've noticed that there's been a slowdown in the break-ins. And the other thing is, there's a criminal element to it that is sublime. I mean, if there wasn't a market for the used copper, or if we had to identify where the used copper came from, or where the air conditioner compressors came from, I think that, you know, there would be, you know, less of a market for that kind of damage.
There's a new city ordinance where they cannot take that stuff in the small recycle centers, and they have to track it, and who gives it to them, picture and driver's license. At the medium and larger ones, and also a new state law where they have to keep those records and have them available for the police.
Excellent.
Those are both very new, but they're working on that because that's always been a problem. We're part of the monitoring of those things. We're trying to give it back to solid waste and we'll get it to them soon. But yeah, there's two, a state law and a city ordinance that are helping with that. Yes.
I'm Stella Draper from Martin Realty, and I'm finding in the multifamily and the REOs that they're actually keeping the tenants in. So what if there's some kind of, work something out like Oak Park, where even though it is now an REO, if they can work something out in those troubled areas where they can actually keep them in the property, the owners, and then give them cash for keys or something like that, and then that way you don't have that issue, and as long as the seller is cooperating and understands that it's a team effort to try to.
That would be brilliant on the sellers or the owners' part. If there's somebody in there, it's not a vacant building, we're not dealing with it.
Right.
We may deal with it as substandard and dangerous if there's other issues, but, and we're not out looking for any of them. They all come in as complaints because of problems in the neighborhood.